But the first 2 years, we're going to be mainly focusing in Vietnam. And then 5 years, hopefully we'll get global. I mean, we can reach the European markets. I think that once we pass the 3 to 5 year point, I think we're here to stay to some degree, unless we really fuck it up, right? Unless we really screw everything up. Yeah, so then expand into the Western markets. I think this is a product that could be easily, sold over there. I was talking to an industry expert the other day, and he wrote an article on our design and our bike and said that it was a perfect product fit for the market. And we didn't, it was not a paid anything. We didn't even know. And he just wrote it. And I actually didn't even know who wrote it. It was just this one site. And it turns out that he messaged me, and then I ended up talking to him. It turns out that he wrote it. And then he explained to me why he wrote it was, you have something that I think the West wants, and, something that fits with the market and with the price point, with the specifications and so forth, the product fit. And I was like, wow, thank you. I appreciate that. And, he's an industry actor. He's been everywhere in the world, and he works in Japan and for motorcycles. And, he knows he knows the motorcycle industry. And for him to say that, I was like, oh, motivates you, and, now he sits on our advisory board, and he gives us a lot of directions and stuff, and advice. So I think it's I hope that's gonna be where we are in 3 to 5 years. Long answer, sorry.
Thanks, I appreciate it. One last question, and I know we talked in private, and you had mentioned that past year or two has been very tricky for the electric motorcycle industry around the world. A couple of big guys have closed shop. What can you take from that to do it differently with Nuen Moto?
Yeah, no, I would say, I mean, obviously everything that they've done it sets a foundation for us to learn from, right? And to really understand how they got to where they are, and then what happened when it fails. From what I understand is most of these are basically mismanagement of finances, or it has a lot to do with investments, right? And the beliefs in the investor and so forth. So it has a lot to do with finance, around the world of finance. So I think that's something that we're now, having to be really careful with who we want to invest into our company. What do they believe? How long they're going to stick around? And do they have the funds to support us? Some company, they went defunct is not because their product sucked, it's because they just couldn't, they didn't get any money from their investor. That's what's kind of sad about it. Or or that the founders or the management company or the executive team decided to grow the company up to a certain point and say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm done, and screw the customers, and I'm just going to take the money and then call it a day, and file bankruptcy. So I think a lot of it is just learning from experience from them.